We're joined by Mr. Raju Koduri from Intel. Thank you so much. Welcome to Bengaluru. You've been quite, I'd say, on a travel globetrotting ride across Europe and now back to India. Tell us, how has the experience been with Semicon? You've been here, and I remember I'd like to pick up a quote that you mentioned, which said that demand is there, but the architectural resource has to be built up, and that is where the opportunity for India lies. So tell us, how crucial is this opportunity for India?
Yeah. The atmosphere here, I got here yesterday morning, is electric. Okay, it's I have been coming to India related to silicon for 15 years, and this is the most electric that I found. The community, the intent, and the intensity, both of the government and the entrepreneurs here, is just amazing. And I think I'm leaving with no doubt in my mind that much of the goals that the Prime Minister set will be accomplished before the end of the decade.
Great. Mr. Koduri, what do you think has the government to do with the policy making and incentives? What could be really bring some kind of benefit to the semiconductor industry makers? Any one particular you see opportunity?
Yeah, for me, the role of any good government, right, which works for you, for us, is being a catalyst, right? They can't innovate, they can't, it is us to go build these things, and they can act as a catalyst. And the one thing, like I talked in my presentation, like I said in my presentation, is that the computational infrastructure, the data center infrastructure, the resources for compute should be available to every entrepreneur, every student, every researcher in India. Right. So India's computational infrastructure need to increase over 100x before we, talk about manufacturing and all. So that would be my, key call to action.
Okay. Would you agree that India is late to the race, but do you think we'll be able to catch the pace with the world when it comes to the semiconductor developments? Because we see US is there, China is there, Taiwan, of course, has been quite leading it, and now Germany has been bucking up too. So will India be able to make to that race?
Absolutely. So if you define the race as the new AI supercomputing, that's where things are going, India is not late to the race. If you're chasing the old computing paradigms, maybe you can say India is late to the race. And my strong ask of India is don't chase legacy. Don't chase what's old. Chase what's new.
One last question before I let you go. How do you see Intel's plan towards the semiconductor approach in India? I mean, any kind of new developments that we must be expecting in the road ahead?
Yeah, first off, like Intel, we have our second largest R&D site here in India. We have over 14,000 engineers designing some of the highest performing designs across the world, sitting here in Bangalore and some in Hyderabad. So, and they are working on some amazing projects, right, that I can't talk about or that will come out over the next 2 to 3 years. Beyond that, with the energy that we have seen since our CEO Pat's visit a couple of weeks ago and this Semicon, we will be leaning into this ecosystem, right? Whether it is collaborating with the Indian government and the RISC-V initiative here, the One API initiative that I talked on stage, I talked to Rajiv after. We'll be doing something significant around software for this silicon in India.
Thank you very much for speaking with us.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.